Hey guys, thanks for joining us. We're here at the livegilmer.com studio. So this is the first time we've used it, but we're hoping to bust out some podcasts on a weekly basis coming up soon. So if there's somebody in particular that you think would be good to interview, or maybe like a subject that affects Upshur County that you want us to kind of look into and maybe bring a couple people in that are familiar with it, just leave us a comment. Tell us, who you think might be good for that. But today, what we're doing is we're going to interview all the mayor candidates. We got a lot of great feedback whenever we did the city council a few months back, and so we're bringing it back. I know that there's, anytime there's a race like this and it's contested, there's a lot of strong opinions and whatnot. But I think that, and it's obviously not our intent to get in and endorse a candidate or to anything like that, because the way we look at it, Live Gilmer, is that, man, if we've got 3 people that care enough about the county to run for mayor, like, that's a great thing. And I think there's just tons of good momentum happening right now in town. And so what we're trying to do is just harness that and hopefully roll that into the next series of things that are going to be also great for our community. So hope you guys enjoy and tune in for our future podcasts. Thanks. All right, guys. Well, we're here with Abby Stewart, who's one of the mayoral candidates. Abby, thanks so much for taking your time and coming up here. Kind of what we've been telling everybody is with the city council, we did this and we had tons of people reach out to us and tell us, man, that was like really good to help me make a decision on who to vote for. And so that's kind of what we're doing. We're just wanting to give everybody an opportunity to meet the candidates a little bit, and hopefully that'll lead to more informed vote. So let's just start off. Just tell us a little bit about yourself and kind of, your relationship, I guess, more or less with Gilmer, and about your family a little bit and everything.
Well, thanks for having me. I'm a Gilmer girl. I'm a graduate of Gilmer High School and the University of Texas at Austin. I work for my family business here in Gilmer, Stewart Insurance and Realty. I'm an insurance agent and a realtor. I work with my dad and my sister. We've been in business since 1957. And we're downtown on the square, and we just, we're big supporters of Gilmer. We love Gilmer, and we're so excited to see it growing and all the exciting things that are happening downtown. So it's just a very cool time to be here, and I'm super excited about everything that's going on.
Sure, absolutely. Well, so I guess if you end up winning the mayor election, what are a couple of things that you think are things that you could kind of go after and maybe make a little bit better, or changes that you'd like to see happen?
I think the 2 biggest complaints I've heard from just everybody in general in this election, and just for the past several years in general in Gilmer, is about our road situation.
Sure.
Our streets are in pretty bad disrepair, some of them. And then also our park situation. Our parks have, been neglected for a few years. So hopefully with the reissuing of the lake bonds and that kind of stuff, it's going to free up some money that the city will hopefully have an opportunity to do a little bit more road maintenance and, revamp some of our parks and make our city just in general a little more attractive, and fix some of those really crucial infrastructure things that have been, needing maintenance for a while.
Sure, absolutely, yeah. And so talking about, Gilmer kind of growing and stuff that we're going to need in the future and everything. I mean, obviously you're a realtor. I mean, I'm just like looking around and seeing what's going on around here. And I mean, the market's crazy. People are moving in from everywhere. I mean, so I mean, kind of how, if you're put in that position, I guess, like, what are some, things that you feel like we could take advantage of with the influx of people coming in, and what do you think those people are like looking for in the way of like, quality of life and whatnot?
I think that the biggest thing people are looking for with quality of life, and it's actually such a cool thing right now, is just, being able to do stuff here in Gilmer, like in your hometown, and especially with COVID and people having been, stuck at home for a while, it's so nice to just be able to drive through downtown Gilmer and see that we have businesses, new businesses and old businesses, that we're able to somehow, survive the whole COVID situation and come out a little stronger in the end for it.
Sure.
And I think that driving through Gilmer, especially like on a Friday or a Saturday afternoon, you see that in this town so much. Like, I have friends come in from out of town now to go to dinner in Gilmer and go shopping. And, if we're ever talking about what are we going to do this weekend, a lot of my friends are like, oh no, we want to come to Gilmer. We want to come to you, which is kind of a new thing. That hasn't been something that's always happened before. So that's very cool to have that growth and kind of see it and see that other people, not just in Gilmer, but in other areas, are seeing it and recognizing it too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, bring that money in. I mean, it's never a bad thing.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get, somebody's tax money out of their own hometown for a weekend and bring it to Gilmer and get them to go to dinner and go shopping and, take their kids to get ice cream at one of our 3 wonderful local ice cream places, it's just money that's coming back into Gilmer, and it's awesome to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and that's kind of one thing I've noticed too, just like looking out over the square, on a typical Friday, Thursday, whatever day, and it's busy out there. It's like, in the past, I mean, obviously my family had a restaurant here for a long time, and it's like, you'd see people walking around. Well, you recognize everybody. You might not know them, but you recognize them. You see them around and stuff. But it's like half the people now, like, I have no idea I don't know who they are. I've never seen them before, and that's kind of exciting to me, just that we're getting some fresh people in here. And I mean, I think that's a great thing,
Yeah, and it is. It's so cool. I was having dinner with a friend the other night, and she was like, I don't recognize a single person in this restaurant. And I said, neither do I. And it's kind of awesome because to know that these are people that, aren't necessarily local, or that they're new people that have moved to the area and that are exploring it and learning to love it the way we do is just awesome to see.
Yeah, definitely. And I think, one of these days, I mean, I've got 3 kids, and I'm hoping that whenever they graduate from high school and, maybe they go off and do something different for a while, but I'm hoping at some point they'll come back. And I mean, I think that's kind of my main motivation for anything I'm doing right now is to get them where they want to be back home. There's something for them to do. There's jobs for them to have and stuff. And I think all that stuff's moving in the right direction for sure.
Well, I had that conversation I had a meeting with a local nonprofit group recently, and one of the big things I told them was, we want to create a place where our children want to come back home to.
Yeah.
They don't want to leave it. They want to come back home to it.
Yep.
And that's really important. You want people to go out and, grow and learn.
Sure. But
like ultimately we would love to have those people come back to Gilmer and settle down and, make their contribution here in their hometown.
Sure. Absolutely. So is there anything else that you kind of want to just, discuss or ideas that you have for things or, just anything like that in particular?
I mean, I just, I'm so excited about this race and just want everybody to know that I'm so looking forward to the future with Gilmer and the things that are happening, and I can't wait to see it grow and to see where we go, but still maintaining our hometown roots and the things that make us so unique. It's just a really exciting time to be here right now, and I'm just excited to see what the future holds for our little town.
Absolutely. Well, thanks a lot, Abby. I really appreciate you taking the time to come and visit with us for a little bit, and good luck to you.
All right. Thanks, Adam.
Yeah.